Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'll show you how to install Kali Linux inside VirtualBox on Windows. This tutorial is made especially for beginners, so don't worry if you've never used Linux or VirtualBox before. I'll explain everything in detail from enabling virtualization, fixing common VirtualBox issues to installing Kali Linux. If you've already followed other tutorials but still had problems installing Kali Linux, don't worry. This video is made for you because I'll explain everything in a very simple and clear way. If this tutorial helps you, then don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel a lot. Now let's start the process. First, we will download our required files. Open your browser and search for Oracle VirtualBox. Open the first official website. On the website, click on the download button. A new page will open here. Select Windows host and the setup file will start downloading. I will also recommend to download the extension pack. The VirtualBox extension pack adds extra features to Oracle VirtualBox that are not included in the base installation. It's optional but highly recommended if you want better performance. While VirtualBox is downloading, let's make some settings. Before installing VirtualBox or Kali Linux, we must make sure that Windows Hyper-V is disabled and virtualization is enabled on your system. It can lead to black screens, boot errors, or very slow performance. To disable Windows Hyper-V, open Command Prompt as Sysadministrator. Now type this command. Then press Enter. This single command will disable Hyper-V on Windows. After that, restart your computer. Next, we need to make sure virtualization is enabled on your system. Right-click the Windows button and open Task Manager. Then go to the Performance tab. On the right side, look for Virtualization. If it shows Enabled, you're all set. If it says Disabled, you'll need to enable it from the BIOS. This process is different for different computers brands, so I'll leave a helpful video link for each, one in the description that shows exactly how to do that. Now go to your Downloads folder. This is setup file of VirtualBox. Now open it and install it using the default settings. When VirtualBox opens, go to Extensions tab and install VirtualBox Extension Pack. Now VirtualBox is ready. To install Kali Linux on it, we will need the ISO file of Kali Linux. Go to the official website of Kali Linux and download its latest ISO file. When ISO file is downloaded, now it's time to install Kali Linux on VirtualBox. Click on New button. First, enter the virtual machine name anything you want. Leave the machine folder set to the default location. Set the operating system type to Linux and select Debian 64-bit as the version. On the next screen, keep all the default settings unchanged and move to next section. Now it's time to allocate memory for the virtual machine. The minimum required RAM is 2 GB, but for smoother and better performance, I recommend assigning at least 4 GB if your system supports it. After that, assign CPU cores to the virtual machine. It's good to allocate at least 2 cores or up to half of your total CPU cores. Next, you'll configure the virtual hard disk. The minimum recommended size is 25 GB, but if you have enough storage available, choosing 50 GB will give you a more comfortable experience. Once selected, click Finish. Your virtual machine is now created. However, before starting it, we'll adjust a few settings to improve performance. Select the Key Linux virtual machine and click Settings. Under the General tab, go to Advanced. Set both Share Clipboard and Drag and Drop to bidirectional. This will allow easy copy and paste between your host system and Linux. Next, open the Display section and increase the video memory to the maximum available value. Now move to Storage. Under the controller, click on Empty, then click the CD icon on the right side and choose Select a disk file. Locate and select the Kali Linux ISO file that you downloaded earlier. After that, go to Network. You can keep the network mode set to Nmap for standard internet access. If you want Kali Linux to appear on your local network, you can switch to Ridged Adapter instead. Once done, click OK to save all settings. Now select the Kali Linux virtual machine and click Start. The boot menu will appear. Choose Graphical Install and press Enter. The installer will now begin. Select your preferred language, then choose your country or region and select your keyboard layout. The installer will configure the network and load the required components. When prompted, enter a host name of your choice. If it asks for a domain name, you can leave it blank and continue. Next, create a user account. Enter your full name, choose a username, and set a strong password. Make sure to remember this password as you will need it to log in later. Set your time zone when prompted and continue. For disk partitioning, select Guided Use Entire Disk. Then choose the virtual disk we created earlier. Select all files in one partition. Proceed and then choose Finish Partitioning and write changes to disk. Confirm by selecting Yes. Kali Linux will now begin installing. This process may take some time, so please wait. While the installation is running, if you're finding this guide helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps a lot. Once this step is complete, you'll be asked to choose a software selection. Here you'll see multiple desktop environment options such as XFCE, GNOME KDE, Plasma, and others. These represent different user interface styles. For beginners and smooth performance, I strongly recommend selecting XFCE. It's lightweight, fast, and very user-friendly. After selecting XFCE, click Continue. Wait while the remaining installation completes. This may take a few more minutes. Next, the installer will ask whether you want to install the grub bootloader. This is required to start Kali Linux properly, so keep Yes selected and continue. Then choose your main virtual hard drive from the list and proceed. Once the installation finishes, you'll see a prompt asking you to restart the system. Click Continue and the virtual machine will reboot. After restarting, select Kali Linux from the menu. You'll then see the login screen. Enter the username and password you created during installation to log in. That's it. By now, you should have Kali Linux up and running inside VirtualBox on your Windows machine. If you found this video helpful, then make sure to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.